Hello everybody, this is Llodg, and today I am talking about my first thoughts on the Ninja Gaiden Ragebound demo on Steam. And if you want to play the demo for yourself, you can download it on Steam. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a 2D side-scroller, similar to the original Ninja Gaiden games on the NES, and while I have played the first Ninja Gaiden game on the NES, I vastly prefer the 3D games, so when I first saw this game, I wasn't sure how much I'd enjoy it. However, with Ragebound being developed by the Game Kitchen, the team who developed Blasphemous, I knew the game was in pretty good hands. So with the demo being released on Steam, I thought I'd give it a shot. And I enjoyed it so much. The gameplay is fast and fluid, but still has some difficulty. And in the first level, you learn directly from Ryu, because in this game you play as Kenji, who is actually introduced in this game. I actually really like him. I think he has a fun personality, at least the little we see in this demo. But this first level acts as a tutorial, where you learn all the moves Kenji can do, like a guillotine boost, wall climbing, using aura for a stronger attack, and even climbing from the ceiling. Which took me way too long to figure out I could even do that. The dodging is also super fun when you can time it with enemy attacks. Overall, the combat is fast and feels nice when you can easily slash through enemies. And at the end of the tutorial, you have to put together all you know and fight Ryu. It's an intense fight, Master vs Apprentice, and I got Azuna dropped. And with that, the actual story starts, with a shrine maiden coming in to say that demons are coming down the mountain to attack Hayabusa village. But she also gives Ryu a letter that says Ryu's father is dead and Ryu has to go to the United States to fulfill his will, leaving Kenji to defend Hayabusa village from the invading demons. And here's where you really get to see how fun the game is. The enemies are pretty simple to beat, but it's still really satisfying to slash through them. Each level will also have different collectibles or missions that you can do to get a higher rank at the end of the level. And at the end of this first level, we find a pretty big demon. And for our first true boss fight in this demo, I really enjoyed it. It's not overly difficult, but it does feel satisfying to learn the boss's moveset and be able to dodge their attacks to finally beat them. And after beating the boss, Kenji goes off to fight more demons. And while the demo does have multiple levels, they don't seem to link directly from one level to the other. As such, in level 2 of the demo, we learn that Kenji has somehow had his spirit fused with a member of the Black Spider Ninja, Kumori. And I was a little disappointed at first because I originally thought she'd be another playable character alongside Kenji, where in one level we play as Kenji, and in another we play as Kumori. However, we literally play her alongside Kenji, where she can do some attacks herself. And in certain places within the levels, she can do her own platforming while Kenji stays behind. So it's kind of the best of both worlds since I love playing as women in these kinds of games. But most of the time she's linked with Kenji, and will have her own set of moves like throwing a key dagger or a spider weapon axe. These really reminded me of the pickup weapons that you could get in the NES Ninja Gaiden that always really reminded me of Castlevania. And while you're playing, if you collect enough rage orbs, you can unleash your Ragebound art, which is basically a screen nuke. It really reminds me of the Ninpo in the 3D games. And I really enjoyed playing through the 4 levels in the demo. The gameplay is seriously a lot of fun, and I loved some of the challenges in them. I can see this game having a lot of replayability, just so you can S-rank every level. The art for this game looks so good. I love how the cutscenes feel almost reminiscent of the NES cutscenes, and Ryu just looks amazing. They were able to really capture his essence from the 3D games here. The character sprites look so good, and even the slashing of attacks is really cool. And overall, I really like the mechanics of this game. Being able to get a stronger attack instantly if you use the correct move feels amazing, and once again, I just really love how Kumori is playable. I hope she gets a lot of segments in the full game. Once again, if you want to play through the demo, you can download it from Steam, and I highly recommend that you do. I didn't expect to enjoy this demo as much as I did, and hopefully the full game will be just as good. I can't wait to see more of Kenji and Kumori and their relationship, because in the little that we see in this demo, I think they bounce off each other really well. Let me know what you think about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day, and goodbye.